a tale. Let's hear some tales about tails.
Welcome to Auburndale Public Library. I'm Miss Rhonda.
I'm Isabella.
And it's summer program, second week, and we are going to do woodland creatures today with our Tales and Tales. So get ready to go into the forest with us today. Today our story is a true story of animal heroes. And today's story is Fluffles by Vita Murrow. Fluffles the koala lived in a eucalyptus forest. It stretched across southeastern Australia. Fluffles' home was filled with tasty trees and many other friendly koalas. Fluffles filled her days by eating leaves from the trees around her. When she wasn't eating, she was sleeping in the branches. The forest was the perfect place to live. Then one day a storm announced itself with a boom of thunder. Storms were sneaky, so Fluffles had to stay alert. It didn't storm often, and the land was very dry. If lightning struck the forest, it could start a fire. As Fluffles saw the thirsty trees drink up the raindrops, she watched for something else too. Red and brown clouds in the sky. They were the signs of fire. Before long, the cool gray sky indeed grew red. Fluffles had to be very fast and very brave. Koalas have 3 fingers and 2 thumbs, so Fluffles was able to shoot up a tree as fast as a rocket. There Fluffles waited. When the fire arrived at Fluffles' tree, it jumped at the lower trunk and reached at the branches. Fluffles held on firm, scrunched up her eyes, and put all her trust in her paws. After a time, the fire gave its last hiss. Fluffles knew that she needed to climb down and find friends, but the tree was still too hot. If she climbed down now, it might burn her hands. What was Fluffles going to do? Fluffles had to be braver than she'd ever been before. It wasn't safe for her in a hot tree. Ouch! 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 Her paws hurt with every tread. When Fluffles reached the forest floor, her hands were one big ouchie. All around, Fluffles could see burned trees, but she could also see helpers. One of them scooped her up and applied cool cream and special mittens to her sore paws. It felt nice on the inside. Fluffles knew there was only one thing that could do that. So when the special mittens were taken off, Fluffles reached out one tender paw until she felt fur just like hers. It felt like home. Familiar smells filled her nose. Now Fluffles could finally feel better. The big hug erased all worries from the fire and replaced them with relief and comfort. It was a hug so powerful it could have rebuilt the forest. And when Fluffles and her fellow koalas returned to the forest, slowly but surely, that is just what they did, one hug at a time. The end.
Don't forget to pick up your bingo sheet and craft bag from Auburndale Public Library. All you have to do is get 5 in a row, 5 vertical, or 5 diagonally. Bring it back in anytime this summer, and you get to pick out a prize.
Whose paw is it? Raccoon, bear, or deer? Stay tuned for the answer.
Hi, we're back at Auburndale Pet World today, and today we're talking about small animals. Be sure you catch us every week for pets.
Hi, I'm Mandy, and today I'm going to show you bunnies and guinea pigs. This is a little bunny. She's a little squirmy. They need a cage with bedding, and they have to have hay and food and water. And you always want to give them a nice little chew toy so they can chew and play. And then this one, this is a guinea pig. And they're pretty much the same as bunnies. They need a cage with bedding, food, hay, and chew toys. Now I have a little hamster. They're a little bit different than the bunnies and guinea pigs, but not much. They still need a little bitty cage with bedding, food, and water. And then you always want to give them little chew toys because their teeth grow. So they have to grind their teeth down with wood.
Hi, I'm here on Grandfather Mountain, and it's a state park in North Carolina. And we are in the animal habitat area today. And I'm standing in front of the bear habitat. And what we're going to do today is we're going to show you a few animals here. Now these animals that are here have been injured in some way, and that's why they're here, because they can't live in the wilderness by themselves anymore. So the park rangers take care of them. Let's see what we can see today. This is Smokey, and she is pacing back and forth in front of feeding cages. She is ready to eat, but the rangers say, no, it's not time. These are elk. You can find a lot of elk out in the mountains. And you can see this is a male, and you can tell that because he has horns. And he grows a new set every year. Those horns can weigh up to about 40 pounds. The elk himself can be about 700 pounds. And they live about 10 to 15 years. Now, if you notice their coat, this one's really shaggy, but he looks like it's kind of yucky there, shedding. You see these other ones? They're starting to lose more of their coat. I'm thinking that that's their winter coat that they're losing because it's summer now. But they're pretty. Here we have an otter. He's out laying in the sun. Otters swim, and they can go as far as 59 feet under water, and they can hold their breath all that time. They can swim up to 7 miles per hour, and Olympic swimmers can only swim up to 5 miles per hour. So they are really fast, and they get going under there, and they are looking for fish to eat. This guy's chilling right now. These are cougars that you're going to see here, also known as mountain lions. And these two happen to be brothers, and they ended up on somebody's front porch, and they were very hungry. So the rangers took them in and took care of them, and they actually had to rebuild their habitat to keep them in. Here we have an American eagle, and he has a wingspan of about 6 to 7.5 feet. Spread your little wings and see how far they are. Now this guy can live up to 30 years old, and he weighs about 12 pounds, and he's really beautiful.
Whose paw is it? It's a raccoon's paw. And don't forget, check out cades.sandiegozooWildlifeAlliance.org. It's this really cool website where they have activities, games, and videos, and a ton more to check out. And we're also wanting you to send in photos of you with your pet to libraryprogram@auburndalefl.com. Thanks for watching.